Lesson 3.1, After Tax Cost. The warm-up you are to complete independently before listening to this lesson. You may pause the video now and reference my answers here, or you may double check your answers with my answer key that's posted online. I'm going to begin at the bottom of the first page, tax and total cost. In Ontario, most purchases are taxed. In 2010, Ontario introduced the HST, Harmonized Sales Tax. The current HST rate in Ontario is 13%. Customers may need to estimate or calculate the after-tax cost of their purchase to ensure that they have enough money. When you see an item for sale on a shelf in a store or an item for sale online, the price that is advertised is the before tax cost. We have to remember that that is not the amount that we're going to pay. We need to include HST to that price that's advertised. That's what we're going to practice today. Some retailers sell each item in their store for about $1. For example, the dollar store, a lot of their items are about $1. How much HST is paid on the purchase of one package of batteries costing $1? So on the side here, I'm going to multiply $1 times 13%. And I'm going to ensure that my 13% is in decimal form. Whenever we are calculating percents in our calculator, we need to convert it into decimal form. So that means dividing it by 100. So 13% becomes 0.13. Okay. That means that, and you get 13 cents. So the HST for a $1 item is 13 cents. What is the total cost of the package of batteries? So we're going to take our before tax cost, $1, and add our tax amount, 13 cents, together. That's $1.13. So $1 plus 13 cents. What is the total cost of 2 packages of batteries? So if one package of batteries is $1.13, to calculate 2 packages, I'm going to multiply it by 2. So that's $2.26. Determine the HST paid on the following dollar store purchases. So remember, HST is 13%. So to determine the HST amount, I'm going to multiply each of the totals individually by 13% in decimal form, which is 0.13. Determine the after-tax cost, or the cost of an item after you've paid the HST on the purchases in question 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our HST amounts that we calculated in question 2. We're going to add it to the before tax cost. Okay, so for example, in 2A, this is the before tax cost of an item, and this is the HST, or the tax price that we have to pay. So to determine the after-tax cost, we're going to just add these two together. In question 4, we're to complete the table. So the first item is a sleeping bag, which is advertised at $37.99. So in the third column, we are to round the price to the nearest dollar. $37.99. That is closer to $38 than it is to $37. So I'm going to round it to $38. Okay, next is a tent for $179.99. Rounding it to the nearest $1. It's closer to $180 than it is to $179. So I'm going to round it to $180. Next, insect repellent for $2.49. So it's under $2.50. So it's actually closer to $2 than it is to $3. And the last one is a stove for $84.88, rounding it to the nearest $1. It's closer to $85 than it is to $84. Okay. Rounding a price that you see on a shelf to the nearest whole dollar will help you with calculating in your head after tax costs. It's easier to calculate $2 in your head than it is $2.49. Okay. Now the next column is asking us to round to the nearest $5. So we're going to go to our original prices again in the second column. And now we're going to round it to the nearest $5. So for the first price, $37.99, is $37.99 closer to $35 or $40? Because it's asking us to round to the nearest $5. $37.99 is between $35 and $40. So it's actually closer to $40. Next, the tent is $179.99. Is it closer to $175 or $180? Well, it's closer to $180. Next, $2.49. Is that closer to $0 or $5? Well, it's actually closer to $0. The midpoint would be $2.50. So anything $2.50 and up would be closer to $5, but because it's under $2.50, it's actually going to be closer to $0. Okay, and then the last one, $84.88. Is it closer to $80 or $85? It's much closer to $85. Okay, and then the last column is asking us to round to the nearest $10. So $37.99, is that closer to $30 or $40? Well, it's closer to $40. $179.99, is that closer to $170 or $180? It's much closer to $180. Next, $2.49. Is that closer to $0 or $10? It's much closer to $0. And then $84.88. Is that closer to $80 or $90? It's closer to $80. The next page is a skills practice page for you to try on your own. The answers are here, so you can pause the video right now and check your answers with mine, or you can reference the answer key that's posted on our classroom. Next page, estimating after tax cost. Matthew has $300 cash with him. He's considering buying a video gaming system priced at $269.99. He uses one of the following methods to estimate the cost of the system, including HST. So remember that the current HST rate is 13%. So in method 1, you're going to add 10% to the before tax cost, and then you're going to add 3 1%. So the 10% and the 3 1% together would total to 13%, which is the HST amount. In step 1, we are to round the price of the gaming system to an easy amount. So it's for sale for $269.99. I'm going to round it up to the next whole $1, which is $270. And in step 2, determine 10% of the rounded price. So remember 10%, we're just going to move the decimal place to the left one place. So that would be $27. Okay, and then what is 1% of that rounded price? We're just going to move the decimal place over to the left once more. So another way of saying it is from the beginning, $270, you move it over twice. Step 3, what is 1% of the rounded price? So the rounded price is $270. My decimal place is here. And when you're finding 1% of a value, you move over the decimal place 2 places over to the left. So $2.70. How many 1% do you need to add? Well, we need to add 3 of them. Okay, so 1 10% and then the 3 1% would equal to 13%. So I'm going to take my 1%, which is $2.70, and add it to itself 3 times. And then I'm also going to add the 10% HST rounded tax price of $27 together. And that's going to equal to my estimated tax price. Add the estimated tax to the rounded price. Our rounded price was $270, and then our estimated HST is $35.10, which is equal to $305.10. Does Matthew have enough money with him? Let's go back to the beginning. And it says that he has $300 cash. And we've estimated that it's going to cost him $305.10. So he doesn't have enough money with him. So unfortunately, no. In method 2, we can actually add 10% and 5% to estimate our HST amount. So the current HST rate is 13%, but it's easier for us to work with 10s and 5% instead of 13%. So step 1, round the price of the video gaming system. So again, the video gaming system is $269.99. I'm going to round that to $270 again. 10% of that is $27, just like in method 1. Now it's asking us for 5% of that. Now 5% is going to be the 10% amount divided by 2. So $27 divided by 2 is $13.50. Add the answers to step 2 and 3. Okay, so the HST will be $27 plus $13.50, which is $40.50. Add the estimated HST to the rounded price. So our rounded price is $270. I'm going to add $40.50 to that. That'll equal to $310.50. Next page. Use the method you prefer to estimate the HST on each price. Then estimate each after-tax cost. I'm going to use method 2. It's just a preference. You can use method 1 if you wish. The first price is $79.95. I'm going to round that to $80. So the estimated HST, I'm going to take 10% of 80, which is equal to $8. And then I'm going to take 5% of 80, which is equal to $8 divided by 2, $4. So 8 plus 4 is equal to $12. So the estimated after-tax cost is going to be my rounded price plus my estimated HST, which is equal to $92. Next, $48.88. Rounded price to $50. Okay, and then the estimated HST, 10% of 50 is 5. And 5% of 50 is 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5, or $2.50. 5 plus 2.50 is equal to $7.50. Estimated after-tax cost is 50 plus 750, which is equal to $57.50. Next, my rounded price is going to be $120. 10% of 120 is equal to 12. 5% of 120 is equal to 12 divided by 2, 6. 12 plus 6 is equal to $18. Estimated after-tax cost is 120 plus 18, which is equal to $138. Next, my rounded price is $350. 10% of 350 is 35. 5% of 350 is 35 divided by 2, 17.5. 35 plus 1750 is equal to 52.50. So my estimated after-tax cost is 350 plus 52.50, which is equal to $402.50. And last is $32 is my rounded price. 10% of 32 is 3.20. 5% of 32 is 3.2 divided by 2, which is 1.60. And 3.20 plus 1.60 is equal to $4.80. 32 plus 480 is equal to $36.80. So now we're going to calculate the actual HST that would be charged from the previous question, all the prices there, into this table below. The HST is 13%. So I'm going to take my exact price, $79.95, and I'm going to multiply it by 13% in decimal form. So the exact HST is $10.39. So the exact after-tax cost would be my before-tax price plus my HST price, which is equal to $90.34. Next, 48.88 times 0.13 is equal to $6.35. So the exact after-tax cost would be $48.88 plus $6.35, which is equal to $55.23. Next, $119.99 times 0.13 is equal to $15.60. Exact after-tax cost is $119.99 plus $15.60, which is equal to $135.59. Next, $349.99 times 0.13 is equal to $45.50. The exact after-tax cost is $349.99 plus $45.50, which is equal to $395.49. And finally, $32.25 times 0.13 is equal to $4.19. So the exact after-tax cost is $32.25 plus $4.19, which is equal to $36.44. So now we're going to compare question 5 and 6 together, where your estimates and your calculations close. So look at the last column for question 5, our estimated after-tax costs, and then for question 6. They're pretty close. Okay, and that's because I use method 2, and method 2, we're estimating using 15% tax, which is very close to 13%. So we would get just slightly higher estimates, but it's very, very close. The last page you're going to complete independently. It's another skills practice question at the top, and then check your understanding at the bottom. You may pause the video now and double check your answers with mine, or you may reference the answer key that's posted online. If you have any questions, please message me.